few years ago, I had 6 buddies down here. They all brought inner tubes with them. They even had a mini inner tube with a beer cooler in it. Got it going really good, hopped in the inner tubes, had a lazy river going for quite a while. I was impressed with it. It lasted way longer than I thought it would. They say that they see a 5-year-old boy swimming around in the water down here. I've yet to come across him. However, there's been plenty of nights I've come down here to lock it up. There's been a fresh ripple going across the water when nobody's in it. Can't explain it. One morning as I was heading towards the door to go and unlock this to the public, I witnessed a gentleman sitting in a chair in the far corner. He actually leaned in the chair to keep an eye on me as I was heading towards the door. I stopped, looked back over there, he was gone. A couple years later, my buddy was taking pictures of the corner. His camera took a series of 5 very quickly. First 2, nothing in it. Third one had a ghostly charred figure sitting in that chair. Following 2, again, nothing in it. Whenever I go to fill up the pool a little bit, it takes about 20 minutes. Go have a seat in the chairs over there, but I always sat in the other chair, kind of gave ghost respect. I am by far not the only one that has seen, felt, or heard something coming from that corner. I believe that this end of the lap pool is where the speakeasy was. I believe the man was shot and killed in the corner over the bad gambling deal. They give me a couple stories, kind of back that up for me a little bit. They said in the late 50s, they were digging out this side of the lap pool. Some guy got the idea to cut into the rebar in the foundation. The hotel dropped 5 inches on the front corner. They brought out 6 cranes to lift it back up, fix what the guy did. Said in the late 40s, on this side, they found all kinds of whiskey kegs and bookwork for the hotel. I've actually seen the bookwork. I found it particularly interesting. So I'll list the names, a month's worth of work, and what they got paid, which was like pennies. On the back corner over there is my pump room. When I'm around machinery, my mind tends to make recognizable noise out of machine sounds. I hear music, I hear my name clear as day. One morning I was in there, I heard a woman screaming bloody murder. It wasn't in there with me, it was echoing around out here. What I heard was pretty much impossible as I had not unlocked it to the public yet. There's no way I heard that from 3 floors up. One evening as I was coming down, an elderly couple was coming up asking me if I was messing with it. I said, no, I just got in here, what's going on? They said, have you seen anybody? We have 11 rooms in the hotel, there's nobody anywhere, what happened? They told me they heard a woman screaming down here, I had to tell somebody, no, that was ghosts. Paranormalists have been down here more times than I can count. Can't tell you how many times I got them down here with brand new, fresh charged equipment and batteries, only to have everything dead. Can't tell you how many times I brought people on my tour, only to have the same thing happen. My own phone dies here twice a week. However, one night they came down here, they found a wet set of footprints on the other side of the lap pool up towards the wall. What drew them to them was that there were no drip marks going up to the footprints, and they were pretty clear for being on a floor that was designed to dissipate water. Back then it was a bouncy track floor, it was kind of rubbery and porous. So they put a camera on it all night and decided to make wet footprints of their own, things of that nature, only to have everything that they had done dry up come morning, the other footprints remained. Pause for dramatic effect. I've got one more for you before I let you go. I had a guy from Germany take my tour. Who's my 434? How's you guys? This is your room. I had a guy from Germany take my tour. It wasn't for his accent that I remember him on my tour. It was for his funny colored blue shirt. For me, it was like a foreign, it was about the best way I can describe that. When he caught me in the lobby the next day, he was like, Jay, you never believe what happened to me after the tour. I was like, try me, I've heard it all. He said he got into his room, put his clothes on the chair, and went to bed. Woke up in the morning, no clothes. So there's nobody in the room with him, the door's locked, there's no way that happened. I apologized to him, I was like, I'm sorry, so things like that kind of happen all the time. A little hard to talk about on the tours because we kind of want people to stay. But I told him, 7 years ago, I had a lady put her teeth in the cup next to the bed, woke up in the morning, no teeth. I was here, I helped her rip the room apart, me and a bellman, we couldn't find him anywhere. Told him, I said, somewhere there's a ghost running around here with new clothes and old teeth. Come across and I'll get your clothes back, including that funny colored blue shirt. But thank you very much for taking my tour, I appreciate it. If you guys would do me a favor, if you get online and fill out your survey about your time here at the Elms, TripAdvisor, what have you, please mention my name, which is again Jay. Tell my boss this kind of job I did for you. I've acquired a signature book on the side of the front desk. Feel free to put your name and date in there someday I'm going to show that to my grandkids. You can also flip through that book, find all kinds of other stories that previous guests have left. We don't have any merchandising left, unfortunately. However, I'm still waiting for beer mugs coming in that say Ghost Drink my beer on them. Well, that's funny, or a couple of them. But if there's anything at all that we can do for you, just let us know. And if you enjoyed my services, any tips can be left at the front desk. Thank you very much. My pleasure. Any questions at all? I did pretty good. This is open until midnight. You guys have a great night.